So as this name began to evolve over the centuries, over the hundreds of years, we see the evolution of the history of this area in Little Egypt, in southern Illinois. Now, you can't make this up. This was part of the history of our country. And when I opened this video, I talked about God telling Pharaoh to let my people go. Well, southern Illinois was in the crosshairs of the entire slavery issue in the South. And there were debates between Lincoln and Douglas about slavery. And they talked about letting the people go. Yes, there is nothing new under the sun. Shall the manufacturing, agricultural, and commercial interests of northern Illinois be put into Egyptian who were the Knights of the Golden Circle? They were a secret society. Their objective was to annex a golden circle of territories in Mexico, Central America, Confederate States of America, and the Caribbean as slave states. So now you understand the history of Markanda. The center, the center of these two eclipses crossing, the Star of Egypt. And now you understand why all of this racial hatred is now on center stage in America. And as God said, there is nothing new under the sun. Markanda, Cairo, Illinois, hiding in plain sight. And when you use your critical thinking, you begin to understand the truth about the world we live in. And here it is right now, Southern Illinois, Egypt. And now, after I said all of that, you can understand why every fall vultures fly over Makanda and the surrounding areas and signal the beginning of fall and the arrival of the colors in Southern Illinois. And you understand that the postmaster, which has your address or the headdress, which is what the Sphinx is called, which has the word address in it. And you know why the doors of the Israelites had to have their posts marked. They had to be postmarked so that the Lord would pass over their houses and their firstborn would not be killed. Now you understand why Laura is talking about the vultures. Laura, the postmaster, and saying it's kind of creepy to come out of the post office in the afternoon to a tree full of vultures. You see. Now you understand why in 1863 Minerva had a parcel of land surveyed and subdivided, which then became the town of Makanda. And you understand that Minerva is in fact the Greek Athena, who was based on the earlier Egyptian goddesses Isis and Neith. All of this is connected and it's real. And let this be a testament to the Holy Spirit. This is not something I discovered. This is something that God dropped in my lap. And now you see the truth. That what I've been saying all along, that America is Egypt. The World Trade Center laid out like the Belt of Orion, like the three pyramids, the Twin Towers forming two of the pyramids, and the new World Trade Freedom Tower forming the third pyramid. And now we see the truth. That the Nile Delta, as you see here, superimposed on the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, shows us the Nile Delta. This is unbelievable because when you zoom in, Cairo is where it ought to be. Cairo, Illinois, Memphis, Tennessee is where it ought to be. And right above Cairo, you see Markanda, which is where the two eclipses will cross at the center of the Nile Delta. The Star of Egypt. You can't make this up. You can't stretch this. There you see the Ohio rivers and Mississippi River forming the boundaries of the Delta, almost perfectly superimposed. This is unbelievable. This is why they chose America for the new Egypt. We were ruled by pharaohs who worshiped the god of war, Wepwawet, the World Wide Web, and they relish in making us all kill each other in war, tricking us into war. Now we're going to study this map in more detail as it overlays the United States and find other cities that match up with the Nile Delta. I can almost bet you this video will be censored. It will be shut down. It will be defunded because they don't want you to know the truth about this.